What's up, everybody? This is Hoodie, and today we're looking at TryHackMe's new CTF challenge, UA High School. This just got released yesterday, and I'll walk you guys through it. It's just based on uh, the anime My Hero Academia, and this is pretty interesting. I've never seen negative dislikes on TryHackMe for a room before, so let's just get on it. I'll connect to the TryHackMe VPN, made a directory for it. Let's use Threader 3000 to scan the IP, and we just got two ports open for right now, port 80 and port 22 for SSH. And this is just a normal high school website. Our courses, about us, apply now. It just redirects us to the home page, nothing else. About.html. And let's just run GoBuster maybe side by side, and let's see. We can use oh let me just type the command again. User share word list, sec list, discovery, web content. Let's just use common.txt for now, and we can do 100 threads. We can do extensions, PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, zip, backup, whatever, CGI maybe, and we can run it in the recursive mode. So it will even like enumerate directories after directory. Like so, take example, uh, like there is a directory called robots, and it will even search for here, like index.html, like in the recursive mode, obviously. So in about.html, we got nothing too interesting. In courses, these are all just static website things, and on admissions, there's a process. There are so many loopholes that you can just fall into and found nothing. That's why maybe most of the users fall into the trap here. And we got assets, we got index.html, and I wonder why it didn't actually run it in the recursive mode. Let's see. Let's enumerate assets for a while. Let's see what we have. Our nmap came back. These are just the two ports open. So we found assets index.php, right? Let's just take a look at it. And before that, on the contact page, we actually have a form to get in touch with them. And if we just check the source code of it, the form just redirects us to the same page. And it's like nothing too like pretty interesting, but what got my attention was this endpoint, assets index.php. There was nothing there, just blank. And let's see. So you can try all the things, all the word list. Doesn't matter what the like normal cycle list that you use in basic CTFs. I didn't end up finding anything else, so I went back to this tool, dir search, and I just put this here. Hold up, dir search. There we go, and I just didn't specify any word list, didn't specify any extensions, none so else. So I just ran it like that, and I found an endpoint where you can get RCE on the box. And why it was interesting is you can, I'm pretty sure you can probably use asset not word list. They are pretty cool. If you just search asset not word list, I'm pretty sure the thing we're about to find would be in some of these like word lists. You can just download all the word lists using this wget command, and you see by default their search word list is pretty cool too. If we just go to let me just locate their search, and let's go to this directory where their search is installed, packages, cd dir search. There we go. And if we go to the DB, there is dict.txt. I'm sorry to pronounce that word, but this is the default directory that dir search will use to enumerate the endpoints or like directories and fuzz them. And this is how I found this. Take a look at this URL. So I'm not sure if you would have found this using GoBuster or like FOB or Ferox. Doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure it's not in those word lists either, right? And if you just cat that and let me just grab for it. Let me just grab for command. There you go. Their search default word list has this exact like path. So I just got lucky and I found it. But make sure you download the asset net word list. They're pretty cool. They update it regularly. So oh, I need to specify assets index.php. There we go. And it gave us a. Let me just copy this and use curl for it. base64-d. So there we go. We got the output for dir command. Yes, you can use dir command in Linux too. So let's see. Let's get a reverse shell on the box. 1337, which netcat. I should probably put that in double quotes. Malformed input to the URL. What? Hold up. Let's do it here. Which netcat? There we go. Let me copy this. Why are we not getting any response? Oh wow. Okay. Never mind. We can just take it and see. So the box do have netcat, so we can just use like, does it have BusyBox? Because BusyBox netcat is pretty much stable and we do get a shell using that. So I'm gonna use BusyBox. So I can just do BusyBox netcat my IP port I have open for I'm listening on and -e to execute command and bash. You can get it from revshells.com and there we go. I enter and we get the shell. So who am I? We are data user. I can let's make it bigger. Let's see if it has Python so we can just stabilize the shell. I do have Python, Python 3 -c import pdy.spawn bin bash and we have a shell. Control Z and we can just std by row echo and foreground the process. Let's do export term is equal to xterm and we're good to go. So let's see what we have. So here we have images directory and I think this image is gonna be pretty like we're gonna need this. I'm not sure EOG is there, so let's just transfer. I'm gonna transfer this this JPEG file on my machine. I'll show you why. Because like that's annoying actually. Like you have to figure that out. Just But let's see. Is it running? Duplicate. Let me copy the IP once again. 8001.0.jpg. There we go. It's running. So let me close that out. And if we just go to this file command, it's just data. It's not a JPEG file. If you try to open it, it won't open, right? Because the magic bytes of this is not according to JPEG. And let's go back some few directories and let's see what we have. So there is a hidden content directory and it includes a passphrase.txt. It's again in base64. So from here, I couldn't use this password for Deco user or for root maybe, but so I just kind of guess like it's for steganography or some sort of stuff. So, and yes, it was for steganography, and this file was not a JPEG file, so you just kind of guess it from there. Like okay, you have to like extract some hidden data from this JPEG file. And another thing to note here, let's go back to the HTML and go back to assets, and let's take a look at index.php. So I wonder how the user would have set up the uh, RC path, you know, so that the command would execute on the system. And if you take a look at it, I think it's Apache. Yep. And let's go ahead and take a look at Apache config. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can find that. Uh, I think I'm in the wrong sites available. Right. My bad. So, nothing. It's just SSL config. Yep. Nothing there too. Site. I wonder if it's sites enabled. No, it's not. Where does it specify this exact path? Uh, let's just search for XML tools, right? Can we do that? Uh, grab. Let's see. Find something. Nothing. Okay, that's interesting. Um, what's magic? I don't know. S- Uh, cdconf enabled. Let's see what we have here. The my Siri just went on. I don't know what happened. So localized error pages, security.conf. Where did it specify exactly the path? No, hold up. It must have mentioned somewhere. How do we how do we end up on this path? I wonder. Let's just ask ChatGPT for that. Till then, let's just correct our file. One for all JPEG, we can go to text edit and edit the first bytes for it to be JPEG. You can just search for file signatures, and you can find this Wikipedia page, list of file signatures, and just search for JPEG. And you can use the following ffd8 ffdb, ffd8 ffdb. Now if you do file for, and it says JPEG image data, but we still can't load the image. I wonder. Let's do it again. Hex edit one for all JPEG, and let's see what we missed. JPEG, and I wonder which one is it. JPEG raw. Oh, FFE0. You need to specify the JPEG raw one. So there is that. And now if we do file one for all, it's JPEG image data, and we still can't open it. Come on. FFD8 JPEG raw FFD8 FFE0. I did it right. What? File. No, 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 no. Hold up. FF. What's happening? FFD8 FFE0. FFD8 FFE0. Why can't we still open it? I'm gonna use fix magic bytes 1 for all. I 1 for all JPEG M JPEG file 1 for all. There we go. We got it fixed. So if you're wondering, tools fix magic bytes, you can get this from this GitHub. Maybe it was that it was this one, JPEG raw, like maybe these. Let's see. Hex edit 1 for all. FFD8 FFE0 E00010 4A. Yeah, it was this one, so never mind. Okay, so you can do that, and let's see, where are his magic bytes? This is a repo. There you can fix magic bytes of a file using. So let's just start that. So let's take a look. It's just the anime profile picture, and if you do stack hide extract SF to extract the hidden data from here, and cat or hidden passphrase base64. This was the password. There we go. Now we got the credits for Deku user. We can just SSH into Deku actually, so we don't have to go through that. There we go. Yes. Let me copy them once again. There we go. Now we are Deku user, but now let's take a look at the ChatGPT and let's see. Where do I search for this path in Apache config? Path you're referring seems like part of URL web application. Check document root. Let's do that. So there we go. Sites enables, I don't think this has any mention to, nope, not here. And we can even do alias. Oh, okay. Alias. I don't see any paths related to ours. And proxy path. Oh, we can do that. Nope, nothing. We can probably look in assets. No, not there. So I wonder how the user, like, where the user mentioned this path. I wonder, I wonder, like, that's interesting. I can't find that, but never mind. I probably want to look at it and probably want to research how did he manage to do that. Till then, let's take a look at it. Now we have our user.txt, and you can run linpiece or whatever, but you'll find I usually check opt, and there is a new component directory where we have feedback.sh. And first of all, let's just check our sudo permissions. If we can run anything as sudo anything with sudo using deku user, and we can run this feedback.sh as sudo. So let's check its content. So hello, this is my welcome to the report form. This is a way to report various problems developed by blah blah. Enter your feedback. We can enter a feedback, and then it's filtering out some like backticks. It's filtering out parentheses, dollar signs, pipes, ampersand, semicolon. So it's just filtering out, so we can't actually input a like system command here, and then it's running the feedback input using eval, and that's it. So that's pretty straightforward. From here we can just do feedback.sh, and let's just check the value for maybe pwd, right? Let's do that. So there we go. We are in opt new component. So what I right now what I did is, if you check env, and there's a pwd variable, right? So in Linux, we actually run variable like this. Like if you wanna like see what's the value of pwd variable, like system variable, we can do that, or we can even do like using this. It's like this we do to like separate like variables from input in bash script. Like that's another topic, but we are not gonna go into that. So it's just basic notation how we specify variables into Linux. And eval, what eval does is like take a look at it. So if I just do echo worked temp test.txt, okay, and now I make another variable like command maybe, and put its value to temp test.txt, right? And now if I run echo on cmd, it will say, okay, the cmd variable has this value. But if I run it using eval, as it's running in that feedback.sh, it will actually cat that file. Okay, so basically we can run commands using eval. So I think you just have a pretty better understanding. So what we can do is we can actually create a cron job, like I'll I'll show you guys. So root, and we can just cat root.txt and put the output to temp pawn.txt and append it to the file at @cron tab. Okay, and let me press enter here, and it's successful. And if we just check cron tab, there we go. We have a cron job that's catting the root.txt flag and putting it into pawn.txt in the temp directory, and it's running as root user. So that's how we can just like get the root flag. If I just do temp, I think it will take a minute to run. We still have a few seconds, so I'm pretty not sure. I'm pretty super excited about like where did he specify this path in the box, and it was pretty annoying. But what else can we do? There we go. So we have pawn.txt owned by root, and we can actually read that out. And it was a box, guys. So I hope you learned some new concepts. I hope you learned about dir search and how like dir search default directory is pretty awesome. And if you just search which which word list dir search used by default, if you just search that, you will end up on this Medium post that actually gave me the idea about this box, like a story of default word list in dir search to 20k Indian rupees bounty. And if you just go down below, he's explaining all that stuff. So look at here. He don't specify any word list. He just specifies some extensions to look for and the target. And now this time we go to the path app customer.csv. When visiting the URL, it downloads the customer.csv file. Surprise, we got the data for the customer's credit card and managed to relate the PII data. But where I was looking at was, there we go. So found the app gives 200, but when visiting the path, it gives me a blank page. And the same thing happened when we visit the index.php, right? If you take a look at here, why is it not opening? What's up with this box? Can we just do curl localhost? There we go. So curl localhost assets index.php. There you go. It's blank, right? It's just blank. And if we can we do here command who am I? So it's actually running command this way, but and it makes sense because HTML assets, and if you just cat that out, so it's actually taking the command parameter and like just running a command using cell exec, right? But for the website, we have to have that like whole URL to execute commands on the box. We can't just do here like command and ls or whatsoever. We can't do that here. It won't run. It will just say a blank page or maybe not found, whatever. So it's just amazing article, and I'll mention it in the description of the box, description of my video. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope you learned something new. See ya. So it turns out we can actually do that, but I don't know, the first time around it didn't work for me, but it's working now. So we can just directly execute commands here, and that's weird, but never mind. So that's why the path like nowhere mentioned, and we can even I guess use let's see, we can use Arjun for this. Arjun, no module named rate limit. Okay, pip install. I don't want to waste more time on it, but yeah, this kind of CTF was like didn't make any sense to me. Pip 3 install rate limit. Come on. Okay, so probably we can find it using Arjun, or we can just specify a role list to Arjun and it will like find that for us. So it didn't. Never mind. Can you like come on, Arjun? We can probably use fuzz for it, like fuff for it, and we would find it. It was like pretty guessable, like for a easy CTF. So now this makes sense why it was easy, and a lot of people don't like it. But I don't know why the first time around it didn't work for me. That's hella weird, but I guess that's the way it is. And see ya.